नमस्ते। नमस्ते बिटिया। सदा खुश रहो। I am Javian, Dr. Alka Jain, Associate Professor in the Department of Community Medicine, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. In these lectures, I will tell about adverse events following immunizations. In short, we can say AEFR, adverse events following immunization. It is any medical incident that takes place after an immunization, causes concern, and is believed to be caused by immunization. An AEFI is an untoward medical occurrence which follows immunization and which doesn't necessarily have a causal relationship with the use of the vaccines, and the adverse events may be any unfavorable or unintended sign, abnormal laboratory findings, symptoms, or disease. AEFIs need to be detected, properly managed, and clinically reported, investigated, monitored, and promptly responded to for corrective interventions. So these are the types of adverse effects following immunization is vaccine reactions, and the second one is program error. In vaccine reactions, there is high grade fever following in DPT, and it is caused or precipitated by active component of one or the other components of vaccines, such as adjuvants, preservatives, or stabilizers. So here the cause is within vaccines itself. And the second type is program error. It is a bacterial abscess due to unsterile injections caused by vaccines preparations, handling, or administrations. Now, injection reactions. The other type is injection reactions, fainting spell in teenagers after immunizations, and it is caused by anxiety or pain from injections rather than due to vaccines. The other types is coincidental, like in pneumonia or after pulse polio during winters. The events occurs after immunization, but it is not caused by vaccines. Chance by chance temporal associations. And the last type is unknown, and the cause of event cannot be determined. Now these are the common minor vaccine reactions, and the first one is local reactions, pain, swelling, or redness, fever may occur, and systemic symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, malaise can result as a part of the immune response. Now local reactions and fever should be anticipated in only 10% of the vaccine recipients, except in the cases of whole cell DPT, which produces fever in nearly half of those vaccinated. So likely in after getting vaccination from DPT, in more than 50% cases, the fever and local reactions will occur. Fever and minor local and systemic reactions usually occur within a day or two of immunizations, except for those produced by measles and MR vaccines, which occurs 6 to 12 days after immunization and only last for few days. Fever and minor local reactions can usually be treated symptomatically with paracetamol. No need to be hospitalized. Now, safe vaccines and waste disposal. Uh, you should cover any small cuts on the service provider's skin. Wash or disinfected hands prior to preparing injections material. Always use an auto-disable syringe for each injection and a new disposable syringe to reconstitute each vial of BCG and measles. Avoid giving injections if the skin of the recipient is infected or compromised by local infections such as skin lesion, cut or dripping dermatitis. Check expiry date and VVM. Vaccine monitor before use. And this is very important thing to notify. If the injection site is dirty, wash with clean water. Use only diluent supplied with vaccines for reconstitution. Write time of reconstitution on label. Use reconstituted vaccines within 4 hours. And it is a very important precaution which must be taken. Use hub cutters immediately after injections has been administered to separate needle from syringe. And disinfect sharps and non-sharps before disposals. So these are the precautions which must be taken for a safe uh, injections or immunizations. Now, simple ways to improve injection safety. Uh, Follow product-specific recommendation for use, storage, and handling of the vaccine. Discard any needle that has touched any non-sterile surface, and discard its syringe that has been punctured, torn, or damaged by exposure to moisture. Consider all used equipment as contaminated. Cut the used syringe at the hub immediately after use. Practical safe disposal of all sharps. Deposits use sharps in a hub cutter and disinfect before safe disposal. Prevent needle stick injuries. Do not recap or bend needles. Anticipates sudden movements of child. So these are the rare serious adverse events which may follow after vaccinations. And in BCG vaccinations, there may be suppurative adenitis, BCG osteitis, disseminated BCG infections. In hip conjugate vaccines, which is given for meningitis, mainly no non serious adverse events may follow. In hepatitis B, anaphylaxis reactions may occur. MMR, febrile seizures, thrombocytopenia and anaphylaxis. ये बहुत रेयरली होता है, कॉमनली नहीं होता, बहुत सारे लोगों में नहीं होता, बहुत रेयरली ये एडवर्स इवेंट्स हो सकते हैं. ओपीवी में क्या हो सकता है? वैक्सीन एसोसिएटेड पैरालाइटिक पोलियो एंड टिटनेस में ब्रेकियल न्यूराइटिस, एनाफाइलैक्सिस, स्टेराइल एब्सेस और डीपीटी डिप्थेरिया परटूसिस टिटनेस में persistent more than 3 years, inconsolable crying, seizures, hypotonic hyporesponsive episodes, anaphylaxis, and shock. And in Japanese encephalitis, serious allergic reactions, neurological events. Thank you for listening this lecture carefully. And this session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Thank you so much. And if you have any query, please mention it in the comment box.